We had this interesting experience in 2019 where I was actually getting ready to leave for a trip, and I was at the airport. I was taking vacation time, and I got a phone call from our staff, and they said, "Amber, I know you're getting ready to leave, but we just got in this dog with some major issues with its bowel, and way beyond anything we could deal with medically ourselves with the veterinarian we contract with, and he would need to go to a specialist." And it turned out after the specialist had examined him that he would need $6,000 worth of surgery. And the prognosis was decent, but not, 95%, maybe an 80% success rate for it. And I sat there and I was like, oh my goodness, are we going to spend $6,000 on saving one dog? Like, what would the community think about this? Like, would they be mad at us? Would they be excited to do this? Like, it was one of these moments where I was just not sure how to proceed. And I reached out to our board of directors, and most animal shelters, I mean, municipal ones maybe don't, but if you're a nonprofit agency, and we are, and then we have the municipal contract for spay and neuters, we have a board of directors, which are volunteers who actually oversee, the vision of the shelter and the financial side of things. And they're my bosses. And I reached out to them, and I look at them as stakeholders in the community, right? These are people that really have their pulse on where our community is at, more than maybe I would or my staff would, because we kind of live in this or work in this bubble of sheltering. And I said, what feels right to you? What feels right in your heart? Should we go for this? And it was so interesting because the resounding answer was, yeah, let's go for this surgery. And at the same time, I said, let's make a big story of it. Let's put it out there in the community. Let's fundraise for this dog. And if the community says, you know what, this is ridiculous, an animal shelter is spending much money on one dog, it's a waste of our time and money. At least we'd learn that, right? But maybe there's a chance that the community would have the opposite response, and we could learn that about our community and really expand as an organization that can do more for individual animals. And there was pictures of him going to the specialist, and the whole community ended up falling in love with him. There was a newspaper article written, and by the time I got home from my trip 2 weeks later, we had raised over $8,000 in support of this one dog.